Okay, please begin the recording. Let me specifically confirm that all members of the press and public have had an opportunity to return.
Has joined the conference.
To avoid interruption, please silence all electronic devices. There is a quorum present, and I will reconvene the board in open session. For the record, the date is April 8th, and the time is 4:07 p.m. Austin time. Regent Hall, I believe you have a motion.
I move to pass the request for the data that's provided by Kroll as part of the report.
You move to pass?
What do I have a motion?
Approve.
Seek approval for my request to receive the Kroll data.
Okay, and I guess just as a point of clarification, that would include FERPA data?
Yes.
Okay.
Just as a point of clarification, by receive, is it receive or review?
I'm happy to go and view the materials in the Chancellor's office or wherever they designate an appropriate spot.
Okay, so it would be review in the Chancellor's office would be the wording of the question. Is there a second?
I second Cranford.
Wow. Okay, Francie, could we call for a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make an amendment to that we exclude, to protect our students, that we exclude all FERPA information that's required by the Department of Education.
I second the motion. Regent Beck.
I don't accept the amendment as offered. Mrs. Hall.
Okay.
With that rejection of the amendment, Mr. Chairman, you should call for the vote on the original motion.
Okay. So call.
Vice Chairman Hicks?
No.
Regent Aliseda?
No.
Regent Beck?
No.
Regent Cranberg?
Yes.
Regent Hall?
Yes.
Regent Hildebrand?
No.
Regent Payovich?
With the understanding that there are processes and safeguards in place, specifically through the General Counsel's office, that all information released will be deemed appropriate to be released in the manner in which it will be released, or should I say reviewed. And with that, I vote yes.
I don't believe that's the motion, but we'll record your vote as yes.
Okay.
Regent Tucker?
So I'm just stating my understanding, which is an integral part of the motion. Okay.
Regent Tucker?
No.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, there were 3 votes in favor of allowing Regent Hall to review the data.
Okay, and please record my vote as no.
Yes, sir.
So that motion passes. It's my understanding that because the motion includes FERPA data, that nothing will happen immediately. Mr. Sharphorn will review the request and the information and make a determination as to whether or not it's legal to provide the information.
Yes, sir.
And
Okay.
this is Regent Cranberg, gives a clarification, understanding that any FERPA data is subject to a review process involving the system offices, that any non-FERPA data would be available.
I don't believe that's what the motion said.
And is there a
Now
reason
call.
is there a reason why non-FERPA data would be not made available because of a process for approving FERPA data?
In my opinion, Regent Cranberg, a motion was made, and it's pretty clear what was requested. Vote took place, and it was approved. But as was explained in executive session. I have to be careful, Francie, what I can
Yes,
say
sir,
about what
you
we...
really can't, you really cannot talk
Okay.
about executive session.
Okay. So, but it's my understanding that Mr. Sharphorn will need to rule on whether or not the motion can be carried out.
On the FERPA data, correct?
Yes.
On the FERPA data, Mr. Chairman, any FERPA data that might be in those documents. So I think back to Regent Cranberg's question, if I understood it correctly, there's no bar to the any data that's found to be non-FERPA.
That would be my understanding.
Mr. Chairman, this is Wallace. I'd like to make my second motion, if you would call me.
It depends on what you're going to make a motion about.
Well, I'd like to...
I would entertain a motion for the board to determine whether or not Rule 10801 applies to Regent Hall's request to have access to Chrome.
And so you're not calling on me for my motion. You're offering a separate motion, just so I understand?
Correct.
Okay, and just so I understand, your motion is, the choice is, if it does not fall under 10801, then there is no process other than a full board vote with a majority vote for me to have that phone call, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
So do I hear such a motion?
You've made the motion, you're looking for a second?
Yes.
I'll second.
Okay.
Can you tell the motion again? It's a little confusing.
Okay,
You're moving that it not be included or be included?
No, the motion is that what the board is voting on whether or not Rule 10801 applies to the to Regent Hall's request to have access to Chrome, meaning that if we vote yes, it applies, then it would only require 2 votes. If we vote no, it does not apply, then it would require a majority of the board. And thank you for clarifying that, because my motion was not clear.
So, Mr. Chairman, this is David Beck. So, more specifically, the question is whether or not 5.4.5 applies to Regent Hall's request. That's the provision that says that any 2 or more regents in support is sufficient.
Yes.
Okay. And so if we vote, again, just to be clear how you framed the motion, is a vote no, meaning that 5.4.5 does not apply.
Right, and consequently that it would require a majority of the vote.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and Rich, after we modified the motion quite a bit, does your second still apply?
It does.
Thank you.
Yes, 2 votes.
Okay, Francie, I'll call for a roll call vote.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, I do have a question. Is there, on council as it relates to this at all?
I'm sorry, you broke up. Say it again.
Is there an opinion from our council as it relates to this particular issue at all?
It's not a legal issue, but my personal opinion is that 5.4.5 was intended by the board, and again, I don't want to second guess the board on this, but was intended by the board to apply to data and information, not, the word I've heard others use is action, not action. And to also clarify, Mr. Chairman, if I could restate, a prevailing yes vote on this motion means that the 2-vote rule applies, and Regent Hall would be able to talk to Grohl. If the motion does not prevail, that means that a majority vote of the board would be required to allow Regent Hall to talk to Crow.
That is correct. Okay, call for a roll call vote.
Vice Chairman Hicks,
No.
Regent Alceda,
No.
Regent Beck,
No.
Regent Cranberg,
No.
Regent Hall,
Yes?
Regent Hildebrand,
No.
Regent Payovich,
No.
Regent Tucker.
No.
And please record my vote as no as well.
The motion does not pass.
Okay.
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
I'm sorry?
Can we move to adjourn?
I think
We
you
can.
need to take one more vote, Mr. Chairman.
I don't believe there's a need.
Do you not, you don't wish to call
I
for
don't
it?
believe
Very
there's
well.
a need at this point.
Okay, that concludes the meeting of the board. We are adjourned. Please stop the recording. It is 4:17.
Jeff Hildebrand has left the conference.
Thank you all.